Well, soon after we left the cenotaph, we walked down Whitehall and turned onto Great George Street, which is where the Houses of Parliament are, and Big Ben. And as you saw from that footage, people were setting off fireworks from the rally going past at the top of this street, and they panicked 3 horses, and one of the horses ran over a pedestrian. So here are a few shots indicating the size of the crowd. It's massive, all right. There was a kind of festive atmosphere, if you like that kind of thing, but all it made me feel was despair. One of the biggest protest marches in history, passing by the Houses of Parliament, symbol of the freedom and democracy that Britain exported to the world, and these people were chanting their support for a terrorist regime, while the cops just looked blithely on. It was a weird thing to witness. And then this happened. A narcissistic soy boy wielding a flare climbed on the statue of David Lloyd George, British Prime Minister during World War I and father of the modern welfare state, of which I'd hazard to guess this protester is a beneficiary. The cops are powerless, of course, but listen to the protester who asks him to climb down.
Get out, mate. You ruin it for everyone.
If that was Nigel from the young ones, he would have been one of the more intelligent people in the crowd. I know you shouldn't expect Rhodes scholars engaged in debate at a protest march, but these Palestinian marchers are less intelligent than most, and not only because of the mindless robotic chanting. It's now understood around the world that Jews must stay away from these events, lest they be beaten up or murdered. But the people on these marches don't seem to understand the irony of exercising their free speech while denying the same for others.
If you light any more of them, then you'll get in trouble, right? Then it's get in trouble. Clear the space. Don't light any more of them, alright? If we catch you with any more, no more.
So anyway, we didn't make it back to the cenotaph, but it turns out there was a spot of bother, and to their credit, the constabulary took care of it, at least to a small extent. It looks to me like they could have made a few more arrests than just one, but credit to them for at least taking down the bloke who took a swing at one of them. This is the kind of scene that tells of a country that has been invaded and is now falling. All you had to do was look at the demographics, as the brilliant Canadian writer Mark Stein did more than 20 years ago, to know that all this was one day inevitable.